Over the years, we've shown you several ways that you can reuse clay terracotta pots, and today I want to show you a unique way where we've actually used them to make a pot person or pot people. And one of our volunteers, Teresa Thomas from here in Stillwater, saw this as a picture actually in a recent newspaper article, and then she just adapted it to her own preference. And the way that it's constructed is using nylon fishing twine ran through these terracotta pots, and these small ones are probably about 1.5 inches with a body about a 4-inch, but you can see that at the end of each of the pots there's a button that she's used to tie them off to keep them from slipping. And she constructed it first and then added the Spanish moss here, but she also told me a couple of other things they tried. They fill the bottom one here with rocks so it would stabilize it a little bit more, and then she did use hot glue and styrofoam to attach the body parts together. And then of course to top it off, just set in a pot here of parsley for hair. She also reminded me that the recent segment we did on the Easter baskets using rye would also work too. Just plant annual ryegrass, and that way you could give it a haircut as it grew. Now these are being sold as a completed set in various stores throughout the state for a pretty hefty price of $30, $35, maybe even $40 or more. Teresa spent about $5 to construct this one. So again, it's a very unique gift idea. Also something you might want to try in your own landscape if you're into garden parties and those types of things. And of course, if you stop by our studio gardens, you'll see this particular one here in a display garden.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.